A live look at D.W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Mississippi State Bulldogs and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey, guys, the Razorback head coach told me pregame this is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. I'll keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They want to run it left here. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. Guys, when you think about Arkansas, they've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the...
Caught, and he's got room. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Left side, it's Marshall. All out of space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Razorbacks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Tough run here. It's Smith. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Hill. He's got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Arkansas! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Breaks into the open. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again. That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him.
Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Tackled after a short gain, it'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Changing the routes with his receivers. Scanning the field. It's Hill. Throws to the tight end. Out wide left. It's Clapp. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And the Razorbacks come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Quick give. It's Smith. Enough to move the chains. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting this scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offensive coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on this score in this next possession.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides the option, he keeps it.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
That 3-yard pickup gets it out to the 28. It's 2nd and 7. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. He's past the marker. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
Long way to go on second down. Taylor wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Looking to the big tight end. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
You wonder if there's just a little bit of rust with this offense right now coming off the bye week, right? They just haven't been able to get clicking in this game throwing the football. They're going to have to find that mojo and get back into a rhythm here pretty quickly.
Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Running inside, it's Smith. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Out wide right, it's Smith. On the move at the 30. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And I think they found a matchup they like, man. This running back has been a problem out of the backfield. Like, we know he can run it, but the matchups now, who's going to cover him? Is it a linebacker? Is it a safety? Right now, this offense, they found something with him catching the football in the backfield, and they just keep going back to it.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Ready. Black 14.
We reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Hill. Taken in by Smith on the right side. At the 35, he's got room. Touchdown, Arkansas. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes courtesy of the big play, covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll go to the air. Left side is Evans. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Taylor wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Under pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Coming out with it, it's Johnson. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And that's an encouraging sign to see for this offense. Last possession, they had to punt. Now 3rd down. They get to 3rd down right away. Execute at a good level. Move the sticks. Maybe get some momentum going here for this offense.
Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Still on his feet at the 45. Makes the catch, and he's free. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. The give is to Smith. And he makes the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Nice job by this offense on 3rd down. And when you get these sudden changes, and you probably hear us talk about that up here in the booth a lot, when you get that turnover, like how aggressive do you want to be? You want to punch it in. You want to take advantage of it when you flip the field and get that great field position. That was a big 3rd down for this offense.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
2nd and long here. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Caught by Smith. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. It's a flea flicker. Grab near the sticks. It's Hill. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Run in the red zone, it's Smith. Touchdown Razorbacks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Taylor wants to throw it. Takes the easy one to the back. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush. But with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Razorbacks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They give it back to him. They were all over it.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get to 2nd and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. They get to him as he throws.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
They kick it away on 4th down. Not a lot of room to field this one. Taken down right away. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll start on the ground with Bluff Bothwell. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We begin our coverage with Alabama taking on the number 8 team, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. And it's the Crimson Tide in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
The option, he'll keep it. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Taylor wants to throw. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Way off target there.
And this is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. From the gun, it's Smith. He's got enough. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, a big reason why they're up on the scoreboard is because of how successful this guy has been running the football. And in this position, at this time in the game, with the lead, you want to keep doing it. You want to ice the game. This guy's getting better as the game goes on, so keep handing him the football.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Back to throw, it's Hill. Had to force that one.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys. They've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
Third and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Cotton. Breaks attack, just keeps moving. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Taylor wants to throw it. It's caught. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Sends it back in motion. Here's a give to Bothwell. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
On first down, it's Bothwell again. Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill, and I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going, and as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big...
They've got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. A run inside. It's Smith. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Ready.
Moves the pocket. It's Hill. Back's got it on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Marshall. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period.
949 rock star. 949 rock star. Down. Ready.
Smith takes the handoff. 7-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Razorbacks have their offense in high gear. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. At the 40, there he goes. Off to the races. Touchdown, Arkansas. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. He's going to take a shot. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was... to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Handoff again, and he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck, no holes anywhere.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Plows his way ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. He now has 91 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
Taylor wants to throw. Left side, it's Johnson. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here, and now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
Makes the catch. It's Evans. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. And the Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Powers inside. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Taylor wants to throw it. Out wide right, it's Evans. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Pulls it on the option. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the 4th quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game, it looks like.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Smith. Rolls right. He's going to take off. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. And the Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. On the option. The pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Straight ahead, it's Smith. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.